Hi everyone, welcome to the Just Add Spice Kitchen. Today we're going to make a long haul beef biryani. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back after watching some videos of mine, thank you for joining us again. Today we are sharing a beautiful Indian dish layered with rice, beef, and cashews and raisins that are roasted along with some fried onions in the mix. This recipe can be found at justaddspice.com, and all the ingredients and the stages are listed in detail on the website. And follow me on Instagram at justaddspice. So stage one of prepping a biryani is to prep the ingredients. The rice here is soaked in water. We have some cashews and golden raisins that we're going to roast, along with some red onions sliced and fried, and those are the ingredients that we need to prep first. Stage two is to cook the rice. So we have 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water. We've put a drizzle of olive oil or onion flavored oil at the bottom of the pan and put the rice in. Bring this rice to a boil at medium-high heat. Once it comes to a boil, you can put the lid on the pot and lower the temperature of the flame to low so that you can cook it for about 12 to 15 minutes so that the rice is nice and fluffy. At stage 3, we're going to cook the beef, and we're going to start off, in the video I start off with red onions and green chilies added to the onion flavored oil. In the recipe as it's written, you can bloom the whole spices first, or you can do what I'm doing here in the video first. Either or, this recipe gives you a little bit of leeway to cook the beef properly. So we added the onions, we added the green chilies, we added some ginger. We're going to saute all of this along with the whole spices that we listed in the recipe. Whole spices include bay leaf, star anise, cardamom seeds, a cinnamon stick, and now we're adding the garlic. Now we're going to saute all of this for 2 to 3 minutes until those onions turn a nice red, vibrant color and become translucent. The whole spices will bloom and shed those flavors into that onion mixture. We're adding in now the spice powders: turmeric powder, chili powder, coriander powder, biryani masala, and a whole slew of other spices that you can find these ingredients all on the recipe at justaddspice.com. We're mixing all of these spices in so that that raw spicy smell dissipates. We're adding the chopped tomatoes now, and the chopped tomatoes will break down into this spice mixture and create more like a paste, and that is our base for our beef. And we're not making a beef curry here. We're making what we call a masala for the beef. And the masala basically will flavor the rest of the dish. Here we're adding some chopped cilantro and some chopped mint leaves just to add that vibrancy of flavor to the beef dish. I have 2 to 3 pounds of beef that was prepped in stage 1 as well. It was kept aside. The beef is usually a chuck roast, or you can use a London broil, or a top round type of beef cubed into this size. It's 1-inch size pieces. And we've added it now to the spice mixture that we created with the onions, ginger, garlic, and tomatoes. Just sauteing that thoroughly so that all of that beef is coated with that spice rub or mixture. As you can see, I've added no water to this recipe. I've added some salt now. We're salting every stage of this dish liberally because once we start layering, the salt may decrease in some areas once we add the rice. So we want to make sure it's evenly seasoned and properly seasoned. So the beef, as you can see, has released water on its own as it starts cooking. It's been cooking now for 30 to 45 minutes, just more than halfway cooked. I'm going to start layering the biryani, which is stage 4 of the process, and we're almost there. So if you stuck around this long, thank you for watching this whole way through, and if you're making this with me, you've actually reached the end almost. So here we are putting a layer of rice down. The pan is coated with a smear of ghee. We're now layering some beef masala onto the rice and spread it out a little bit more evenly and try to cover all angles of that bottom layer. Adding a little bit more rice to the top and spreading it out evenly as well. As you can see, the rice is not as clumpy, but is able to be separated and still cook through. We're going to add a layer of the cashews with the raisins and the roasted onions, and that is going to be a thin layer on top of that rice. Next, we will add the saffron infused milk, and that step when in stage 1 is part of the prep, where you infuse saffron strands into some warm milk and layer each layer with 2 to 3 tablespoons of this saffron infused milk. It gives it a more vibrant flavor and a yellowish color to some of the rice. So we are going to repeat the process of the layering. We're back with the beef layer, and if you notice, we started with the rice layer and we're going to end with a rice layer, but the top layer to that would be the cashews, raisins, and roasted onions. And that is the layer that we end with. We also sprinkle some lemon juice at the end for that vibrancy of flavor again. The lemon brings out some flavor in the beef and some of the spices so that it tames a little bit of the spicy edge if there is one. Some people may think there is a spicy edge if they're not familiar with eating with a lot of these spices. However, once this is baked in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes, it becomes one beautiful, ready-to-serve dish. And the more this dish sits, and if you have leftovers, it gets better each day. So either entertaining with this dish or even serving this a couple of days later for your family, it's a winner beef dinner. So definitely check out the ingredients, follow this step by step. I hope I've broken this down by stages, which is an easier way to follow how to make a Dutch oven long haul beef biryani. Thank you for watching, and please visit us next time for more beautiful Indian dishes that you can serve to your loved ones.